parang ang dami mong kailangang i-prove sa ibang tao. Alam niyo ba that most of the brands are creating si Bulgari. They created lots of hotels para yung totality nung luxury hindi natatapos dun sa mga items na binibenta nila. Another one is yung mga cafe. Nakalagay dun sa cup of coffee mo, Dior. Tapos, syempre, Instagrammable. And is it still really worth it? Kahit hindi lahat ng gamit ko very luxurious. This on its own, having my own time, my own place, my own space, is luxury in itself. This year, it finally happened. Eto, totoo talaga to. Tinake off ko talaga siya dun sa notebook ko. Naiiyak ako every time na iaalala ko yun. Kasi syempre, hindi naman yun basta-basta. It took a lot of hard work for us to be able to get there. Hi guys! Welcome back. And this is episode 3, which is entitled Luxury Made Personal.
So when you say luxury is made personal, what does that mean for you?
For me, being in this industry for the longest time, luxury has already encompassed the things that I can just buy or acquire with, the material things. It has already transformed into a different level, meaning the experiences, the way that you live, the way that you interact with others, the time that you spend with the people who matter, that has more meaning than the things that you buy. I think that's a different angle of luxury that a lot of people do not get to discuss to others.
So let's talk about luxury as time or having time for yourself, for family, or
Of course, I can say that time is definitely one of the best luxuries or one of the major luxuries because with the kind of lifestyle that we have, especially dito sa Pilipinas, a lot of people are working. Parang naging normal na natin yung bahay, trabaho, and then konting panahon lang sa pamilya natin. Having the privilege to spend a lot of time with your family and still doing, especially in my case, doing the things that I love and bringing them with me during my work or with my travels, that has become one of the best luxuries that I enjoy with my family. Time, definitely, kasi konti lang yung time natin dito on earth. That is something that everyone can say yes to or can agree with. Even though we're trying to make a living, even though we want to prove ourselves to other people, because there's a certain time and a certain age group that, parang ang dami mong kailangang i-prove sa ibang tao. Na parang ang feeling natin, yung luxury, nagtatapos siya sa mga bagay na binibili natin, sa mga bagay na pwede nating i-acquire because of money, the material things that we can accumulate here. Without even thinking that, was it really worth it? Sa akin ngayon that I am already maturing, na nagkakaedad na ako, I'm nearing my 40s in 3 years, I have realized that the time that I spent with the people who matter is luxury in itself. Because, making time for people in spite of and despite your very busy schedule is something that not a lot of people can do. Kaya nga nagkaroon ng mga personal shoppers, ng mga lifestyle consultant, because people who are very busy, they do not have the time to shop for themselves. They do not have the time to worry about the things that are being passed on to us, which is something that I take happiness on, that I'm really happy to do.
But do you also have your own space?
Yes, definitely. One of the things that I really love, nakagawa na ako ng vlog about it, yung magandang sleeping place. That's really a non-negotiable for me ever since. Kahit pag nagta-travel ako, pag nagsistay ako sa mga hotels, kailangan comfortable yung tutulugan ko. Kasi yung buong araw ko, pagod na ako eh. Meron akong time na magtatob ako, ganyan. Yun lang, dun lang, manonood lang ako. Yung pagkakaroon mo ng chance to do those things and to do those things at your own time, at your own pace, and in your own space, that in itself is already luxury. So, kunyari, ngayon, dun sa bahay, meron akong space na isang buong kwarto na yung mga favorite kong sapatos. That makes me happy. That makes me feel na, ay, ito yung time ko. Kailangan mag-ayos-ayos ako. Magsusukat lang ako doon. Titignan ko lang when you feel down or you feel like there are a lot of things that's pressuring you. You go there. And then you walk there, you try on the shoes that you have, you try on, not necessarily shoes, kung para sa ibang tao, yung mga bagay na magpapasaya sa'yo. Just have a little thing that you can be happy about. Masasabi ko na kahit hindi lahat ng gamit ko very luxurious, this on its own, having my own time, my own place, my own space, is luxury in itself. Kasi nga, hindi lahat ng tao mabibigyan ng pagkakataon na magkaroon ng ganun. For traveling, ayan, since lalo na pag sa trabaho at saka yung mga, kapag nakikipag-meet ako sa mga ibang brands, yung mga may pinapahanap, na kailangan yung presence ko, pumupunta ako. Traveling, definitely, that's something that you can consider as luxury. Kasi maraming tao parang tinitake for granted na nila yung pagta-travel dahil parang feeling na lahat naman nagta-travel eh. But one thing that they do not realize is that not everybody has the privilege or has the capacity to travel. So every chance I get, especially when it comes to trips with my family, I really enjoy it and I really make it a point that I'm present, we are present, kami ni Daddy, in making the experience very enjoyable for our family. Traveling, syempre hindi naman lahat gusto palagi. Nagbe-business class, ganyan. And there's nothing wrong with that. Even riding the plane, even taking economy seats can also be considered luxury because sabi ko nga, hindi lahat ng tao nakakapag-travel. And that can be something that you can take pride on. Pwede mo sabihin, uy, nakapunta na ako sa ganyan, pinag-ipunan ko yan, nagpunta ako sa ganito. So that experience on its own is already luxury. Alam niyo ba that most of the brands are creating their own mga places, like for example, si Bulgari, they created lots of hotels para yung totality nung luxury hindi natatapos dun sa mga items na binibenta nila. But up to the experience, hanggang dun sa way of living mo, mafe-feel mo na luxurious siya. Merong ginagawa ngayong hotel in France, in Paris, ang Louis Vuitton. So that's Louis Vuitton Hotel. So imagine, ibig sabihin for these big brands, they know people are buying more experiences than things these days. Yan yung isang bagay that people have realized after the pandemic. Another one is yung mga cafe that they're opening. Merong Cafe Dior. Diba imagine mo, bibili ka lang ng something. Nakalagay dun sa cup of coffee mo, Dior. Tapos, syempre, Instagrammable. Lahat naman ng tao gusto mag-share na experience niya. Pag sip mo ng coffee na yun, kung 5,000 yung coffee na yun, diba? The experience of going there, hindi mo naman kailangan laging puntahan, hindi mo naman kailangan laging doon mag-dine in. But the experience of being able to say that, oh, I've dined in the Dior Cafe, that is already luxurious. Even those experiences are really luxurious on its own. Hindi kasi para yung mga ganitong brand, malalaking brand, na mag-isip ng something to get their way to other people or to connect to people more, they know that it is part of the experience and it is a luxury that other people want to experience as well.
So, can you share naman po luxury as intention? You're investing in pieces that feel meaningful and lasts.
This question or this topic is very special for me. You know why? Because sabi ko nga, as you age or as you mature, you want to be more intentional in the things that you do, in the things that you offer, and everything in totality. You know, that's one of my prayers. I want to be more intentional in everything that I do. So now, actually, matagal ko naman itong ginagawa. Parang na-share ko na before that I journal, that I love buying mga notebooks, ganyan, na nagsusulat talaga ako. Simula nung mga pandemic or after pandemic, every day, I already taught my children this, na every night, magbabasa kami ng Bible. Yung mga scriptures, yung mga devotions, yan, to be exact. Every night, nagbabasa kami. Tapos, nagjo-journal ako after namin magbasa because I want to be intentional even when it comes to faith. Alam naman natin that everything that we have, nothing is ours. So, lahat yan pinahiram, lahat yan binigay. So, all the blessings, good and bad, when I feel down, when I feel so happy, when I feel so successful at that moment for being able to get the things that my clients want, I really feel pride in that. Sinusulat ko lahat yon. Nagte-thank you kay God and lagi kong pinapag-pray na I be able to do better and to be better and to be of better service to other people and to help other people as well. So ito yung dalawang piece ng naubos na kasi yung isa. Actually, naubos na yung page nun para sulatan. 3 to eh. So merong every morning, merong gabi. So this one is the Didake. And then I have this God's purpose for your life. Eto, dito ako nagsusulat. Sobrang pulong-pulo ako magsulat. So, everyday, maganda to kasi everyday meron siya. So, pagka kunyari, meron kaming namimiss kasi umaalis kami or ako lang mag-isa, meron mga nights na hindi kami magkakasama nagba-Bible. But pag umuwi ako, nagba-Bible kami. This one makes me grounded and keeps me grounded. Yan, yung pagdadasal. You know, when you pray, you have to have your own time and you have to have your own reflection time. And pagkakaroon mo ng ganun, being able to write about it and to freely talk about the things that you do to God, that is also luxury kasi hindi nga lahat ng tao mayroong time and space to do that. When it comes naman to my things, I always add a little touch of my own sa mga bagay, sa mga gamit ko. So, hindi ako, kahit sabihin mong, lalo na before, sobrang hoarder ko. Hindi naman din kasi mabilis mabago yun, diba? But I always make sure that whenever I buy, hindi yung parang hirap na hirap ako para bumili yun, para lang makuha yung gusto ko. you always have to be wise. Kahit nandito ako sa business na to, hindi naman palaging kung ano lang yung gusto ko, bibilhin ko. Sometimes, of course, I think of the longer term or the longer plans for it that do you see yourself using it for a long time? Siyempre, pag nag-check yun, siyempre, bukod na rin dun sa mga like ko talaga, di ba? there are things that I buy because I know that it will increase in value. Meron din mga items na mga favorite ko, ganyan. Kita nyo naman, ang dumi na, bugbog na. Lahat ng tao gusto bilhin to. Ayaw ko kasi limited siya. Tsaka very useful kasi siya. So, I add touches kasi of my personality to it. Like, eto, pink to. Not a lot of people would like pink because it's not something practical na hindi mo pwedeng gamitin sa lahat ng bagay. But ako, I add a touch of my personality in the things that I buy. Pero ito, since alam ko na hindi ko naman siya ibebenta, okay lang sa akin kahit ganyan na siya. And then, this is one of my favorite bags. Ayan, ito. Binili ko to thinking that I can still wear it kasi nga personality ko, hindi ako makulay sa damit eh. I add a pop of color with the items like the accessories that I wear, the shoes, the bags, ganyan. So ako, hindi ako masyado sa basic colors when it comes to bags. So, ito, with the intention of keeping it for a long time and knowing that it's a good investment, it's been with me for years. So, up to now, I know that it's still valuable. And kapag binenta ko siya, I can still get my money's worth. So, that on its own, thinking of it for a longer term or having that intention of using it for a lot of times and in the future when I don't want to use it anymore, I can sell it pa rin. That is also something that's personal when it comes to choosing my own luxury. Another thing when it comes to being intentional, I write down a lot of things. I have journals. Na-share ko na sa inyo yung mga journals ko before. Meron akong collection yun. Marami talaga akong notebook. Kasi, bumibili ako ng notebook. Actually, kahit hindi naman branded na notebooks, bumibili ako. Basta cutesy-cutesy sila. Pati nga yung mga free sa hotel. Pagka nag-uwi ako, kinukuha ko yung mga pads at saka yung mga ballpens. Kasi gusto ko, meron akong ginagawa, meron akong sinusulat. One of the things that I enjoy doing is writing down my goals. Kahit sabihin mo na hindi ka agad, matutupad mo yung mga goals mo na yon. Nagkakaroon ka ng inspiration eh. May isip mo na parang pag binalikan mo yung sinulat mo, oh my gosh, na ano ko na to, na tick off ko na to dito sa sa board na to, dito sa sinulat ko na to. And I love doing that. And kapag kunyari may mga nagagawa ako, dati ang sinusulat ko dito yung mga orders ko kapag marami talaga, ganyan. Ngayon kasi natuto na ako sa cellphone, dati talaga ayoko. Pero ginagawa ko pa rin siya. Or kunyari, ano yung mga special na nagawa ko, ano yung mga special na nabili ko, na nag-aaral ako ulit, yung mga special na natutunan ko. Tapos, randomly, nagsascribble ako ng mga things na sabi ko, on my experience, nagawa ko na in relation dun sa topic namin dun sa school. Sinusulat ko silang lahat. And then, you'll get surprised. You know, your subconscious is working on it pa rin. So, alam mo yun, power pa rin yun eh. Attraction pa rin yun. It's also the law of attraction working for you or you're working on it kahit hindi mo alam. So, keeping a journal and being intentional in your goals, ganyan, writing it down. Kahit sabihin mo hindi lahat, even if it's far from reach, as of the moment, hindi mo alam. Because, you know, everything kasi, lalo na when you pray for it and it's really for you, it will really happen for you. So, makikita mo unti-unti. Kahit matagal na panahon, unti-unti, mache-check mo siya kahit pa isa-isa. And nakaka-happy yun. And nagkakaroon ka ng more intention, ng more passion, and ng more drive for you to be able to work or to keep working. And diba, that again is another part of being more intentional in your luxury and the things that you do.
Ano yung recent na na-achieve niyo po?
Oh! So, we bought a house. Kasi, sabi ko dati, yung nakasulat doon, meron akong classification. Hindi to yung notebook na yun, naiwan ko kasi. Tapos sinulat ko doon, I want to be able to get our own house. Tapos, parang pinag-usapan na kasi namin ni Daddy na bumili ng bahay para sa mga bata. This year, it finally happened. So, ayun, nahahappy ako kasi nakasulat yon. And eto, totoo talaga to. Tinick off ko talaga siya dun sa notebook ko. Naiiyak ako every time na iaalala ko yun. Kasi syempre, hindi naman yun basta-basta. It took a lot of hard work for us to be able to get there. And being able to erase those things that you jot down after a while, after a long while, is really something that's kind of like an achievement for me. So, sabi ko nga if you're intentional in it, if it's really for you, and if you really work hard in the things that you do, you can achieve those things. Hindi naman laging tungkol sa mga material lang yan. But this one kasi is a dream for us. So, ayun, isa yun.
So, has your definition of luxury changed over time?
It definitely changed, especially after yun nga, yung sabi ko mga 32 na ako, after pandemic. No pandemic, everyone talaga wants to buy a lot of things because iniisip natin, what if tomorrow never comes? So, aminado naman tayong lahat dun eh. And after a while, nag-change, especially now, sa estado ng nangyayari sa atin ngayon. Maraming bagay na parang na-associate natin sa luxury na parang iniisip natin, is it still really worth it? But as I've mentioned and as I've discussed with the things kanina, something is still considered as luxury even without having those pieces or those items na ina-associate natin mainly in luxury. Sa pagtagal ng panahon, habang nagmamature ako at habang nag-age ako, na-realize ko na that there are a lot of things that we enjoy that are luxury that other people do not have access to, do not have the privilege of having or enjoying. And that makes it more meaningful. Hindi lang sa trabaho ko, hindi lang sa mga bagay na binibenta ko or mga kino-curate ko and for the things that I own, but it's more of the time and the experiences. And a lot of people have been very wise also when it comes to investing their money in luxury. So ngayon, instead of more, people want to curate things that they will buy yung more high value, lesser pieces but of high values. Gusto na nila yung mas nagtatagal. It has made, a turn from having a mindset of excess to a mindset of having to enjoy the luxury of just living, just being, and just being present. And of course, enjoying your time with everything that you do. So with that, I can wrap up this episode and I hope that I leave something valuable to everyone. And that, ayun nga, sabi ko sa inyo, hindi lahat ng bagay na binibili, yun lang yung luxury para sa atin. I hope that everyone can consider and take the time to reflect on the things and the experiences and everything that we do in life as part of the luxury that we enjoy while we are living. Living, pales, while we're living. So don't forget to comment sa mga platforms namin and suggest what you want to see or what you want to discuss. Actually, ito pala, who wants to be part of this whole thing, this new chapter of getting more personal with LoveLuxe bags. So that's about it. Bye everyone!